what's up, guys? This is Courtney, one half of the Brother Deconstruction here, and I'm bringing you my review for episode 4 of the Twilight Zone, titled A Traveler. This episode, look, I'm gonna just go ahead and say I don't know about the rest of the season because this episode again has potential, but they don't quite fulfill it. This episode stars Steven Yeun, Marika Sela, Patrick Gallagher, Greg Kinnear. Those are the 4 main actors in the episode. And Greg Kinnear and Marika Sela, they are Alaskan police in this small little town. I forget the name of it. I don't even know if it's a real town in Alaska. But it's Christmas Eve. Marika Sela plays Yuka. She's the sergeant. Greg Kinnear plays, I guess, the commanding, whatever title he's in. But he has a Christmas Eve tradition of pardoning somebody in the jail, in the holding cells, I should say. And he is going to pardon Yuka's brother. I forget his name, but that's who Patrick Gallagher plays. She arrested him at the beginning of the episode. He was drunk. He's going to pardon him, but as she goes back to the holding cells to actually retrieve him, Steven Yeun's character, whose legal name is A Traveler apparently, he's somehow mysteriously in one of the other holding cells. And he says that he's a YouTuber, an extreme tourist. He's willing to put the whole Christmas Eve pardoning thing on his YouTube channel, and people from all over are aware of this tradition. So they get ready to they do pardon him, and then he starts like rattling off information about people in the town that he wouldn't otherwise know. Like, one person isn't paying their child support. Another person has, a drinking issue, things like that. And then he says he knows things about this town and about the people, and he's just overall just very, very creepy. So after Greg Kinnear's character shuts down like the little Christmas party they're having, and they try to find out who a traveler is, Yuka has already been suspicious of him, and she starts trying to find out if he has warrants or anything else about him during the party before it gets shut down. And then he starts telling her, once my people I know what you want for Christmas, and you'll get it soon. And Yuka, being an Inuit of Alaska, native Alaskan, she doesn't really like the tradition of pardoning somebody. And it's all very, you can tell that she's kind of struggling with her identity of wanting to be one of them while still holding on to like her heritage. And you can tell that it's bothering her. But the reason why I say I don't know about this episode is because there's a weird twist with it that kind of comes out of nowhere to throw off suspicion about himself. They come back down to the holding cells to, I guess, ask a traveler, which what I'll call him going forward in this review. They go back to the holding cells to talk to Traveler, and they notice that he has antennae coming out of his head. But they don't really get a good glimpse of it, or a good look at it. It's only a small glimpse. And so he throws off suspicion by saying that, I don't know his rank, of course, like I said before, but his last name is Middleton. That's Greg Kinnear's character. He says that Middleton is in cahoots with the Russians. So their little town that they live in share a power grid with a nearby like military base or something like that. So Traveler hints that he's a secret agent and that people, the Russians are trying to find where this power source was located, or somebody's trying to find a power source is located. And Middleton goes and drives off to like the I guess the shed where the power source is. But Middleton drives off to that. Yuka thinks that it's like a setup or a trap. And she goes and chases after him, thinking that he's in with the Russians. So she holds him up at gunpoint with a shotgun, and these red lights start appearing over them. And then in the holding cell, Traveler releases Yuka's brother, and he goes and gets a pie because he's been asking for pie basically the entire episode. And he shares pie with Traveler, who's now in his alien form. And it turns out that it was an alien invasion that he was talking about, not a Russian invasion. And I kind of think that it was out of left field, but they did hint towards, the beginning of the episode when Yuka was bringing her brother in. They noticed like this real prominent star in the sky. They make a comment about it, and then when they start walking off and toward the jail, right before it cuts to the interior of the jail, you see it moving off to the side. So I guess they do hint. Now Yuka does make a comment about it possibly being some type of satellite or something like that. But other than that small little reference, the whole Russian red herring, only for it to be an alien invasion, was kind of weird. So I don't know. Overall, as far as the acting goes, I like Steven Yeun's performance and Marika Sila's performance. He did a very good job of being creepy and very off-putting, and I think she did a good job of showing kind of showing that pridefulness that she has and her wit, suspecting that there's like something suspicious going on with this dude. And Jordan Peele, as the narrator, he mentions early on in the beginning, right after after Yuka finds Traveler in the cell, and then we get the intro narration. He mentions that she normally catches on to things very, very quickly, whether something's suspicious with somebody or not. So we were told that she catches on quickly, and then we're shown that she knows that it's something weird about this dude, so she starts trying to find whatever information that she can. But those performances are good. Other than that, there's nothing really special about the episode. I'm gonna have to look up like ending explanations for this episode because it was just so random. And I was sitting there watching it. I don't know, something was off about it. It might be another episode that I have to watch again. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm definitely gonna have to go back and watch an ending explained video on YouTube later on about this episode because I don't know. I feel like there's something missing. I think there's something missing in the episode. Maybe I was checking my phone during trying to plug up my phone during a key moment in it or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, hopefully the rest of the season is good because so far I've really only liked one episode. So I don't know. We'll see. As always, go ahead and check out the other videos, other reviews that I have for Twilight Zone. Go check out the Super Late reviews. And as always, guys, I appreciate the support, whether it's 1, 5, 10, or 100 views. Now I'll be catching up with you guys later.